Lesson 5.1, Patterns to Divide. So here I am, and that's me, and I'm remembering things that we did before. We said that 27 divided by 9 equals 3, so therefore 270 divided by 9 equals 30. We just looked at the leading digits here and said 27 divided by 9 equals 3, and there was a 0, so I have to have a 0 in my quotient. Well, now I'm saying something new with that. I'm taking that if 270 divided by 9 equals 30, then 270 divided by 90 equals 3. And I'm saying that 0 and that 0, 1 on each side, can be crossed off, and just 27 divided by 9 equals 3. So what does that mean? When our numbers end in zeros, we can divide mentally by looking at the leading digits. So we have this example, 320 divided by 8 equals 40. So I'm just looking at 32 divided by 8 equals 4. And so I put that in the boxes. And then I underline the extra stuff. Here's my 0, so I need a 0 on this side too. So conversely, when I have 320 divided by 80, I have my leading digits in a box of 32 divided by 8 equals 4. And then I have 1 0 on both sides. So since they're the same on both sides, I just cross them off. And I get 32 divided by 8 equals 4. Now, big message. It doesn't matter how big the number is. We can deal with the zeros just at the end of the problem. So I don't care if we have 42 million divided by 6,000. Watch how we do this. There's 3 steps. First, cross off the zeros that are in both numbers. So I have 1, 2, 3 here. So I can cross off 1, 2, 3 here. Step 2 says divide the leading digits. So 42 divided by 6. I know 42 divided by 6 gives me an answer of 7. And then step 3 says add any zeros left over in your dividend. Remember, our dividend is my first number, and I have 1, 2, 3 digits or 3 zeros left over. So I go to my 7 and I say 1, 2, 3, and my answer is 7,000. If you want to check my work, grab a calculator and do 42 million divided by 6,000. I bet you get that. All right, let's do some practice. 49,000 divided by 70. Pause the video and see if you can figure out what you get. All right, let's see if you got it. First things first. Oops, sorry. We cross off the 0 in that one so that we can cross off one of the zeros in that one. Then I divide the leading digits. 49 divided by 7 is 7. And then I add what's left over. I had 2 leftover zeros. So I add 2 leftover zeros, get an answer of 700. In the second one, 3,600 divided by 400. Pause the video, see if you can figure it out. Let's check it out. First things first, I have 2 zeros here, so I cross out 2 zeros here. And then I divide, step 2 says divide the leading digits. 36 divided by 4 gives me 9. And then step 3 says add any zeros that are left over. I don't have any. So therefore my answer is just 9. And question 3, the big one. 900 million divided by 300. First things first, I have 2 zeros there, so I cross them off. Cross out 2 zeros here.